I get excited whenever we get a chance to talk to my dog. Come on, man. Now, usually we on the phone with him.
Yeah,
But he
my
sound
dog.
back now. You know what I'm saying? He was out here doing his thing. You see the green and the gold on him. But my dog, I'm talking about that Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker. I'm talking about the West Virginia Mountaineer alum. You know I'm talking about one half of the locker mates. My mother freaking locker mate and the
My
current
dog.
defensive coordinator of Norfolk State University,
Behold.
Terence Garvin.
Yeah.
Shout out to TG, my dog. What's the word, man? You look sharp over there, got that green
What's
and
good,
gold,
bro?
man.
Yeah,
Let's get it, man. Let's get it.
Work day, working Wednesday. It's
Yeah.
Wednesday, working Wednesday. So, you know, putting it together. These days, you know how to go. Them days
Hey,
start.
come
You
on
like,
now.
it's Wednesday, right? Yeah. So you know, start.
Hey, he's in
Man.
work mode, man. But like I said, man, we always appreciate you taking time, man, to jump on, especially, man, when we get a chance to see you. You know, that's the added element for the people out there, man. So we do
My
appreciate
dog.
y'all for that. Don't forget to hit the like button one time for the culture and to subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let's get it going, man. Obviously, we know the big headlines happening right now are the NFL owners meetings, man. Revotes on certain things that have been tabled from the previous meeting back in, I want to say, February timeframe or prior to the draft, where we heard about flag football, right? The Olympics, where players, NFL players, going to be able to play in the Olympics. We know that onside kick amendments were potentially going to be altered, along with the tush push, which is still the big thing that was almost deadlocked with the vote in the first go around, and they're going to be revisiting that. I mean, today as we're recording it, right? But I wanted to get into the first thing, man, that we had, which was the NFL officially approving their players to play in the 2028 Olympics that will be coming up in LA. In terms of flag football, you obviously, man, have been around the game for a while.
Yeah.
And you've seen what it is growing to. And even now we're talking about dudes being able to compete in the Olympics in football. Granted, it's flag football, but in football, man,
Sure.
What's your reaction? What's your thoughts on this thing, man?
I love it. I think it's dope. You know, I'm curious what the rules will be because there's levels to flag. Like there's 7-man, there's 5-man, 6-man. Can you blitz? And I'm not talking about, like in terms of like, you know, the 38 and under league in terms. I'm saying like the true people who play flag. Like there's some guys out here that truly play flag.
Where they understand the swiveling of the hips, trying to get
move
low,
it,
absolutely, or even the rules of you can't blitz, you have to be within 7 yards, you have to indicate it at times, or you know, all these different blitz, right? I mean, all those things.
Like I said, like it's different. So down there in Florida, they got leagues and them girls play flag. And you get scholarships. It's a major thing. Kaiser University, shout out Florida Memorial. Like it's a big thing. So I mean,
you just brought that up. The Steelers just this weekend, man. I was doing the color commentary on the girls flag football championship up here for the Pittsburgh Steelers, which will be officially a state sanctioned sport. High school. Like you could win a state championship in girls flag football coming up next year in Pennsylvania.
You get a full scholarship.
Definitely growing. Yeah.
You can get a full scholarship to college. You with me? Like same page. Like you can get the full ride paid for playing flag football. Like it's all there. And it's like, it's different in the sense of like pitching the ball, when to pitch it, certain rules to it, to where it's like, you can only get a first down, you get 2 first downs. Besides that, you cook. And so just understanding the game, taking a knee in certain places, like it's levels to it. So
and the pace of it too. Like, because it feels more like pickup basketball,
hooping,
the up and downness of it compared to true traditional football, where you got the huddles and it's a slower a slower pace. Absolutely.
And you walk right into it because even in the sense of playing basketball, think about it. Some people who can play that street ball a little bit better and they can't convert to the NBA game. But they can hoop. They give you everything.
Street ball, we right at it from the beginning. Whereas organized basketball is just,
I can't pick and roll. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
So you think this flag and you're like, all right, and you're thinking, because I've seen it, it's like, all right, Mahomes, AJ, Kamar, but it's not that. Like it's some guys out here that truly flag. I can see some of these quarterbacks coming over there and converting, and it's like it's a different game. It's different reads. It's different. It's just different. And guys would be good at it.
I
Guys
agree
will be
with
good
you.
at it. We the best of the best.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you though, man. I mean, yeah, you brought up some of these AJ Brown's bigger body guys. What about
I
a
don't,
Jamar Chase?
but I don't think you get those guys. Like I
Why
don't
not
think
though?
those. I don't
For the
think.
first go, you
I
get a
don't think you're
chance to
gonna
win
get
an
those.
Olympic medal.
I get that.
That
I get
part to
that.
me, I
That's
think
the
is the
part I get.
difference. Like
That's the
we
part
saw
I get.
LeBron pull up looking like
hmm
Captain America on the boat, had
We
all
did.
of us watching the Olympics
We did
just to like that scene right there, bro.
for sure.
In any capacity, it's one thing to have 100 million. It's another to be the multimillionaire.
Gold
And I
medalist.
got this gold medal representing my country. I done got the like Jordan with the flag. Everybody, every athlete wants the Jordan picture with the flag and the gold medal. Come on, bro.
I think you'll
You
get more
know
of the
this.
younger guys. You got to think it's only so the rule is only one player from a team can go
for a team, yeah.
So all right, here we go. So I think you'll get somebody like George Pickens. I think he'll go do that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So now
like
CD
for year
can't.
one,
Yeah, I think
year
you'll
one
get.
though.
I think you'll get the younger guys of it. Like you might not get Jamar, but I think you're gonna get those younger guys of it. Like you'll get Justin Jefferson, a guy that's into the younger.
And Justin, let's be real. Justin
Justin
cooking that though, bro. Justin and Jamar, they go.
I think you get young spirits. Let me more say it like that. You see where I'm going. Like I think Jamar is like, I'm paid, I'm straight. You might not get a Jamar.
And he doesn't seem as open to it as a Justin Jefferson. I think Justin Jefferson for certain to be there, bro.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna be seeing the gritty. He gonna have the sunglasses on.
Yeah, you see where I'm going. Like you get the young spirit,
that, bro. Yeah.
You might sneaky get an Odell to come out. Like,
I see a Lamar. I can see a Lamar.
I can't see a Lamar. Over there. I don't see a Lamar.
For certain, I think the only thing that is pausing it is how serious and how close he is to a championship right now.
I don't see Lamar.
I think if they were a step back, yes, because of how he maintains that youthfulness to his spirit. He hasn't fully crossed over to when we look at Jalen Hurts and it's like, bro, you never smile. You look like you're just 100% serious all the time. Lamar, you still see the fun, the playfulness of him. So that's the only reason why I could potentially see that
might get Mahomes
just for the first year.
On the first one.
Yeah, because it's every 4 years. And we know if you don't go for this one, if you're Mahomes, if you're Lamar, if you're Josh Allen, if you're Burrow, you're not going 4 years from now.
Steph Curry.
If you're Jamar Chase, if you're Justin Kirk, or if you're Justin Jefferson, if you're Tyreek Hill, it's like it's now or 4 years from now. That looks very different. And we also will have more information in terms of what this go around looked like.
Right.
And that's why I'm like, I think we potentially see more of the bigger name guys on the front
the mom squad on this first one.
Yeah, to set the tone. Because we want to we always talk about how we take pride in football. Now, granted, this is without pads, but we still feel like we are the supreme football players.
For sure.
So I can definitely see us as competitors. Think about when we were in that locker room with Antonio Brown, L. Bell, Big Ben, and we got a chance to say, yo, one of us in here can go represent the country. One of us could go ahead and show that we better than Japan, Germany, Russia. You don't think them stars is gonna be in here like, hey, bro, Ryan Shazier during that time frame? Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
Yeah, I'm with you. One per. I'm with you. I think
it's just one. Yeah.
I think DBs. We'll send DBs out there. I think we'll send a nice safety, somebody nice. You got to think it's gonna be some guys. Like I said, some guys you don't know about.
Too. Some dudes that I think you'll get those.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You get them young boys, them young collars. Like you don't know the name, but he can hoop.
How do you feel athleticism wise though when we're talking about a dude that we know proven 4'3", proven 4'2" type of dudes versus this kid that is more, I guess, comfortable with flag, but athletically isn't as explosive?
So do we just take over the flag though? That's what I guess is the question.
To me, I think year one, yes. To me, year one, I think yes. I think in year one, yes.
So it's not truly
the Olympics. In the Olympics for basketball, we know the main people, and we say the JV is the 3-on-3.
Okay.
They put the 3-on-3 league that you see right in especially with the ladies, they won there. It's like y'all go to the 3-on-3. We'll let the JV. Remember, they were upset that Caitlin Clark, she wasn't on the main squad. They were going to put her on a 3-on-3. She was like, "Nah, I'm good on that one."
Cool. I'm with you.
Put, the Haley Van Leith on it, right?
I'm with you.
So when you look at that, I look at flag and I say, bro, if this is the only thing that us as professionals get a chance,
you like this is an NFL team. This one's NFL only.
At least you're one.
These are league guys.
You're one.
So these are them to the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl's practice. That's what you're saying.
Because TG, to me, I'm saying this. if I'm the best, if I'm Pat Surtain, not saying that he plays, right? But if I'm Pat Surtain,
I got to go put on.
I really telling myself that there is a better corner in the world
in America
that can do this and we're not hitting? So now we just athlete for athlete?
I got to go do this for the people.
Come on, bro.
So what you saying?
You
okay.
What I mean? Like, what are we talking about? If I'm
Jalen
Ramsey and I'm playing deep safety, I play middle field safety and I can do this in the league already?
Yeah.
You mean to tell me we're taking the pads also? Now it's no contact. That's the sticking point, right? Is he willing to? We ain't. Now it's athlete for athlete? Bro, you're not about to tell me this kid from wherever college I've never heard of is going to be better than my man Jalen. And even athletically, it's like, okay, that's one part. But then what about the anticipation, the mental part, the skill, the little intricacies? You know that.
Well, if we're going to do that, I think it gets interesting, bro. I think they got to practice. I think they got to prepare. Then they should do something like the NFL should embrace it.
It's got to be an open tryout. I think it's a tryout, though, right?
It should be an open tryout. Yeah. But then the NFL should embrace it because you're sounding like it's NFL guys. And you know, the people don't know. I want to see the NFL guys compete against those dudes. Yeah. So they should take the real rep. So that team should take the Pro Bowl against the Pro Bowlers. Like you should
like it. I like it.
USA versus the Pro Bowl.
It adds more money.
And
it
now
makes
you
the
got
Pro Bowl that much better.
And now let's do that. And now we can get them ready to go.
Come on. The Pro Bowl be so much more exciting.
Kind of like what the girls do. Kind of like what the girls do. Team USA versus
Olympics versus the All-Stars. Yes.
Versus the All-Stars.
And remember, that's when Caitlin and Angel Reese was getting buckets. Remember that? And that was what made everybody, maybe they should do this. And it's like, no, they just getting their reps and they warming up for that. And they end up winning. So shout out to them for that. But I love that mindset, man. I think you kill two birds with one stone. You're getting the reps. You're getting ready to dominate flag potentially worldwide, but also you insert life back into the Pro Bowl. You give us a reason to tune in because now we're not just saying, man, I'm watching the guys I'm used to killing people playing some flags. This is like, watching a lion eat at the zoo. I don't want to see this. But when we're talking about, hey, these dudes are preparing because that team over there is going to play Russia. That team over there is going to play, Egypt. You're like, all right, okay, all right, let's go.
Get them ready.
Yeah, let's do this.
Make that play, bro.
Come on, bro. Yeah,
I like.
So like, that's the exciting part, man. Shout out the flag though, bro. The game is evolving, man. The game is evolving.
Here it comes. It's scary. Here it comes. Put that flag on that quarterback, man, and let's go ahead and go about our business.
I was going to ask you, do you see them creating a flag league? What happens first? A flag league gets created domestically, or they put that quarterback out them pads and put him in that flag, man? Which one you see happening first?
What happens is similar to the Dream Team. Team USA goes to this Olympics and puts on at a high level. It should look really well. It should. Yeah. And I don't guarantee him wins. There's somebody that's going to be training for this. Italy or one of they going to train.
It's an Italy out there. It's a Greece.
We're gonna get ready.
You be like, yo, what is this?
We got 4 years to get ready. We're about to get ready for this.
Spain. So funny.
We're gonna have real plays. We're gonna run this. I'm with you. So I'm saying, and also flag plays are different.
They are.
Know that. Yeah, that's a different play.
The field is different too. But that's the other part where I say, you've seen flag quarterbacks. You've never seen Mahomes throw that thing 80 yards the whole length of a flag field, like on a rope. You're not seeing that caliber arm in those games. I've even been in them games
this
too.
Is true.
You know how flag is. We know what it's evolved to. And we know even the dudes that dominate in flag, we know them as guys that didn't cut it like that on the real football side of it. That was why they transitioned there.
For sure.
I just look at the dudes that are doing it and doing it every single day. We're not saying retired guys coming out. We seeing dudes that are actively doing it. You feel me? That's my part. I'm like, we gonna actively say there's a quarterback that has better accuracy than any of these NFL dudes?
I'm with you.
You should that's my thing. But flag is different though, because the tempo of it. Man, when that rush is coming, you better go right now, or you better have the moves to get up out of there. And that's the part that gets interesting. But if that's Lamar Jackson,
but if you make one person missing flag,
I'm like, Lamar's to the house.
Yeah, it's
and the speed, and the speed of NFL players as well. That's the big difference that we always say. Like, the size is one thing, but just how fast it is across the board. I think that's where you'll have some. That's where it gets sticky. I'm not saying that they're just gonna go out there and run the table NFL, because I think if you come with that mindset, these flag dudes are really doing this. These dudes that this is their full-time job. They play flag. I got partners that's all they do. And I'm like, I wouldn't disrespect that either.
For sure.
Because if you see it, you know. You better go
Yeah,
out
you
there
got
and
some people
understand
who
what
do
this
that.
is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But
with that being the
athletically, I
case,
just think that if they lock in, for certain, they can go over there and take
they'll
over
be
that,
the
though.
best. If
Yeah.
that's the case, then they'll go over there and
Mm-hmm.
they'll make it to where people will want to like do
Want
that.
to do it
They'll make it
more.
to people in
Uh-huh.
other countries to
It's
be like,
exciting.
that's exciting. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
ready for. I'm growing up into that, and
I
then
want to grow up to compete against that. Yeah.
it'll turn into something. It'll
Mm-hmm.
turn
I
into
mean,
leagues and other places to where they'll be ready for
yeah.
nationals, and then it'll grow, and then
Mm-hmm.
it'll adopt here, and
You
then
think
it'll turn into
basketball? You brought up the dream
basketball.
team basketball back then. If we brought up Sudan back
Hmm.
when the dream team came out, we're not even having a conversation. You look at that
For
Sudan
sure.
team this past year in the Olympics versus Braun. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
You talk France
Slovia's
dream
and
team
yeah.
versus now. You're like, bro,
That's
we
where the
saw
Lucas.
Yabusele, yeah, about to say not only punch on Braun, but then turn around and get an NBA contract, man. Luca,
For sure.
Jokic, like all of these dudes, it starts with the exposure and it starts with this type of Olympic type of thing. But you got to have the star players over there as well, because to me, I think even if as Americans we dominate flag football with just regular flag players, I still don't think it has the same impact as if you're saying this is a Justin Jefferson that did that.
No, I'm
This
with you.
is a Tyreek Hill that did.
And
I
that's
think
what makes it, you know what I
right. You know
mean?
what I
These are
mean?
poster boys. These are guys you look
Right.
at every single day.
Because we're
So
saying if it's cool enough for them, then it's cool enough for me.
for sure.
Whereas if they look at it as afterthought, man, we sending practice squad dudes over there, and then it gets to the point like with the Olympic basketball, where remember we got beat a couple of times, and it was like, hey,
Mhm.
bro,
That's
we
why we
need we
had to
need to
send the
tighten back up a
Redeem
little
team
bit.
over
Come
there.
on, bro,
Hmm.
yeah, heck yeah, man,
So you
heck
know.
yeah.
And that's what I think it'll do. It'll give the
Okay,
notoriety that people around the world will start growing the flag aspect, and then
yeah,
we'll keep up with the keep ups per se,
mm-hmm.
and because you have to do it. You got to do it
Yeah,
every day to do it. So to turn into
absolutely,
something that people pay to
and
watch.
you could also evolve that a lot more when you're talking girls side, guys side, and even if for all-star games you wanted to make it a hybrid
Hmm.
where we're blending the rosters, now you can do that in comparison to what it has been where it's just pads, it's just guys. You really have nowhere for ladies to have any type of involvement. Now, this is another avenue where you can continue to just grow it. And like I said, man, we saw that even with the WNBA having it was a Sabrina Ionesco compete in the NBA's 3-point contest, right? Going against Steph Curry. Was that 2 years ago? I think it was.
Yeah, they
So even
mixed it
with that, yeah, you can
for
see
sure.
where they were
Caitlin
even
Clark's
starting to
coming.
blend. Yeah, they're starting to
Yeah,
blend that hybrid scenario where NBA dudes are probably in a year from now going to do some type of competition in the WNBA's All-Star time frame to just make it for both parties make sense.
you got it
So
where you
to
can be the
me,
WNBA in the game.
come on, man.
You
So
know.
that's literally how I see this flag football potentially growing also,
Hmm.
because now with the guy and girl dynamic,
Yes,
that's a whole nother place that we can just really, you know, help this game survive and not just survive, but thrive.
for sure. People get paid for it
Absolutely.
soon.
Oh,
You'll
you know
when
that.
it
It's
gets
only
to
a
the
matter of time.
video game stage, you
Yeah.
know it's there. You start to see it on the
Mm-hmm.
game. Then it'll keep
Yeah.
growing and playing it. I just don't see it not growing. It's too hot.
Yeah.
In the
It's too hot.
contact of football, they're trying to
Mm-hmm.
minimize it so much. But I don't
Yeah.
think you'll ever see the NFL go. Like I think
Yeah.
that monopoly, that power system, you'll always see pads on.
Because
Yeah,
it's no different than we all say we want world peace, but yet when I turn on the news, what's the first thing you get sucked into? What was the drama? What was the car
yeah.
crash? What was
What
the
happened?
bad thing that happened? You know
Hmm.
this. So
Yeah,
as much as we want to say, yeah, we don't want the physical part of it, we love the car crash. We love that violent element of it, but it's still being controlled in saying that this is friendly, not true war where I'm trying to execute you.
for
You know,
sure.
so I think with that, that part is always going to be here. I do agree, but now you're going to just have an alternative to the mothers or fathers that are out there that say, you know what, I don't want my child to go this route, but I still want him to be around the game or
Yeah.
her to be around the game. Now you have a legit avenue for them. So shout out to the NFL for that though, man. Like I said, excited, man. Definitely exciting with that. But that was the only thing that that you know got approved. We're also seeing them officially make some changes to the onside kick. We
Yeah.
had obviously talked about that in terms of what the UFL had been doing and how we said at the NFL level, they're, you know, constantly trying to see how could they improve it. Well, now they're making adjustments two things. Well, actually, a couple things. Number one, you don't have to wait until the fourth quarter to be able to kick an onside kick. You're able to do it at any point in time. And then the other big change is the alignment. Now, instead of you having to, give that 5-yard cushion with the alignment, now they're putting them up 5 yards and making the action happen a lot faster. And just for some context, they said that the reason they had initially made the switch with the full kickoff was to minimize some of those high speed collisions, right, that you get on kickoff. So they said by that, though, you end up, hurting the onside kick chances. So that's partly why they're deciding to find this middle ground of just for the onside kick, you can adjust the alignment, but not for a true traditional kick. Right.
Yeah,
so did want to get your thoughts on that, man. How you feeling about this?
Do you still got to declare it though?
Yeah, so that was the part that they still said. And they said that you can't, no surprise element, and you don't get to if you're winning, you don't get to kick the onside kick either just yet. Because that was part of it what was going on as well. It was you had to be trailing and it had to just be in the fourth quarter, along with having to declare it. Yeah.
Why is that? I wonder why is that? They just don't.
I don't know. That was what they when they first made the rule, like the change, that was what they put in there, and that was just how the language had read. I don't know the backstory behind that, unless they're saying, hey, if you're up, you don't have a need to kick onside kicks.
For sure.
Maybe that's the approach. But I mean, there's somebody out there that's saying, man, if they can't stop it though, just keep doing it. Why give them the ball back? Heck yeah. Hey, onside kick is better than kicking it to Mahomes with any amount of time on the clock,
I'm with you at that. Mm-hmm. So maybe I do like that part. I like that you can step back. I think it gives it a chance. I think that route, it had no shot at all.
It was 0.006.
It had no shot at all.
This is craziness, man.
So I think you give it a chance. I think it's a step in the direction of 4th and 15, though. All right, let's try this. I was agreeing
with you. I was like, you see it, right?
All right, if this one don't work, let's take it to the 4th and 15. So I think this is one of the last ditch efforts.
Closer.
Yeah, they get closer.
You know. So, they say, you can do an extra point, but that onside, hey, bro, come on, you still be with me, man. All right.
They're gonna slow that down. So let's see. I'm okay with it though. I like it. I like that you can do it whenever. You don't gotta wait till that fourth. Like I might need to get it off in the third.
Low key, Mike got
ugly quick. Like I need to get it off now.
I'm down 3 scores. I'm fresh out of halftime. I just got to tell you. Let me get back real quick, man.
Right now.
Yeah, I wish I could get the surprise element. Like,
that's more,
more, man. Because we all remember that's Colts Saints,
don't
man.
Lead to the kicks kick.
Yeah, bro. Makes you sit in there. The little details.
Don't lead to you kick.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Right. So we will see though, man. But that's just something I think they're going to continue to play with, continue to mess around with. Largely due to the fact that, like you said, man, they're stuck between player health and safety, but also having a legitimate chance at recovery. I mean, right now it's pretty much just you going out there for the ceremony of onside kick.
I'm just going to go about it, man. You gotta give yourself a chance.
Yeah, man.
So I'm with you.
Yeah, we will see, man. But we know that the final big rule that is. They still can't come to a conclusion on it. This tush push. Tush push.
I was watching Mic'd Up yesterday, man. They was playing the Giants, and they stopped it. And then Saquon, they started talking trash to him. He was like, man, line that thing back up right now. Like, I don't care what line it up. Ran it again. He all amped up, pushes it in. It's like, you can't stop.
You can't stop it, bro.
You can hear them. They had one game. They lined up, and the lineman, like, it's coming. It's coming. Way too close. You know it's coming. Right? Yeah, you know what time it is.
And you can't stop it, right?
Man, I seen the throwback. It was Kenny getting pushed through there, and they like, it's your time now. Yeah.
That's crazy. So, you ready to get your name in the paper? All right, here we go, bro. Tush push, undefeated. You know we ain't losing this one.
You know we're going to get this. If you don't get the first one, we're going to get the second one.
And that's literally, if they wanted to run the tush push 20 plays in a row, They could do it 20 plays in a row and they're going to get first downs. They're going to gain the yardage and they're going to drive the field,
They're
man,
just gonna
because
get
it's
that.
that
Yeah.
type of play right now,
So
man.
it changes their whole. If they get you to 4th and 1, that's me. I'm going to get that. 4th and 2, I might go get that.
You might play an extra 10 to 15 snaps in the game behind this tush push, bro.
For sure.
Because those are multiple drives that get extended solely based on tush push. I mean,
and I'm with the whole everybody can do it. I don't like it. I think they should take it out.
We say everybody can do it, but I don't think we want like that. Everybody to do it.
And that's my thing. Because people
I'm
get
to
weird
the point
with
of I'm to the point where it's like, okay, Philly, y'all, we can't stop it. Cool. Well, you're gonna have to stop it too, because I'm gonna run it every single play on offense this day.
I just see people can.
I'm gonna have to see it get stopped. Yeah.
It's like when people starting to put that tight end right there and take the snap like that.
You seen it? That's
you know
Baltimore's
what I mean?
Doing that.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the tight end here, and I'm gonna put my extra lineman in the backfield behind
big bodies, and I'll have my quarterback taking the shot. So I really don't care. You know what it is.
You know, like
because Baltimore, that's how they running it, and it's most definitely is like, hey, bro,
we're not gonna let
you
that
know what this is. You know what this is.
This don't even go on or something.
Right. I'm waiting to see when Buffalo's gonna make that switch. Yeah, it was like, all right, a couple hits ahead too, man.
You see it? Like that thing can get weird. So it's like I like,
but it's such an effective play though. It's very effective.
But what's the rule? Because I remember it was a time where it's like his progress has stopped.
Yeah, right.
Remember,
but
progress has stopped. And remember, it's kind of like you couldn't push people. I'll never forget the Reggie Bush play.
Right, that was the big thing. But now they've decided that they use a slow whistle in some of those situations, right? Whether it's short yardage, progress, or turnovers, right? You've heard them say, we'll let the play go and then we'll go back and review certain elements of it. So I do feel like part of the forward progress part, they allow it to happen. But at the same time, yeah, go ahead.
Last year, Jalen Warren gets down there and picks his feet off the ground.
Yep.
Like totally feet off the ground. And people are pushing him in. I'll never forget that. I'm like, oh, that's
Seahawks.
That's like a trained act now. Like if you get here, get vertical. Let them push you through the
You know what to do? Rise up. They'll carry you the rest of the way. Yeah. And your old linemen know to run down the field now as well, which used to be, you're not allowed to get engaged like that. If you do,
you can't go push somebody.
Or if you push it, we might flag it. Yeah.
So it's rugby-ish, and I get the rugby aspect, which is more safe. I would guess you could say. I don't.
Optically, though,
blow it dead.
It's less appealing, and I think that's the other part of it as well. Yeah, because rugby is cool, but rugby isn't as appealing as traditional American football.
You gotta tackle that. So it's kind of like, I like it to get blown dead, but then it's kind of like it gets blown dead when the ball start getting ripped out in that situation.
You see what I mean? It's a lot that can happen in there, whether it's blown dead or if you're on offense and you feel like, hey, I was still moving and you stopped it, or when the initial, he got stopped, and then it's that second one where they finally break through. It's like too quick of a whistle could make that situation very awkward too, man. Yeah.
What are we doing? So. I think this has got to clean that up. I'd love to see. I'm team ban the tush push. I'm team ban the tush push.
You persuaded me to your side. I already told you that when we first talked about it. You told me, look, for the simple fact that every rule is, for the offense, defense needs something. Just give us one thing. If it's as simple as that, when you told me that, I said, you know what? I can support that movement right there. I can support that 100%, man. So
you seen the breaking news, man. Breaking news, man.
What we looking
like?
The
tush push will remain alive after the band did not receive enough vote.
Man, of course. In the middle of it, at least it happened while we doing it. Jeez Louise.
Let's figure out how to stop it. Let's figure out how to stop it. You know what I mean?
I'm torn, but I'm happy. You see, I'm smiling. I'm kind of happy about it. I'm like, yo, I do want to see people stop it, but people stopping it could also be, hey, we're going to spam it. We're just going to do it every single time until it gets to the point where we are so sick of it, nobody runs it anymore. That could also be the alternative. We'll see, though, man.
all right, let's figure it out.
So now, should we run it? Should we start adding that? Because we haven't added a tush push. Everybody has had the opportunity to run it, but everybody still doesn't run tush push.
So
are you adding it to the call sheet if you're Arthur Smith?
You got to. You got to join the movement. I just never forget when the Redskins were sitting, our Commanders were sitting on that, and it was like there's nothing you could do, bro. They're gonna get in. It jumped all sides. I wanted to see them keep jumping. I wanted to see. Show me you'll hand them these points.
I think we will see that scenario.
Show me you'll hand them these points.
I think this year we get that scenario.
Show me
for certain.
Show me. We can't, man. Show me.
And TG, you could do it in the regular season because hey, it's not different. NFC Championship on the line. It's different. Let's find out.
It's different.
Jump again. I don't care. Jump again. I don't care.
Show me they'll keep running this. We'll
show me this in week 5.
Day.
Absolutely.
We'll stop the whole day if they want to do this.
It's week 5. I got nothing but time. Yeah. Come on, man. Hey, some of these coaches are stubborn like that, man.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do every time they try this. We're hitting the quarterback.
We're gonna make the and take the foul. Take the hit because the foul. Hey, we don't care about that yards. We on the goal line. Hey, we ain't worried about that. You know the rule. Hey, you're going off on first down. All right. Hey, you could be aggressive. All right, it's okay.
Because that swipe's coming next. That little swipe at the ball play, that's next.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Like, just try to hit the ball then before you snap it. Like swipe as you move. Like something weird.
Something,
like just
or try to go low, grab the lead, grab his feet before he can elevate. Because right now we're seeing them try to meet force with force. So you're trying to leverage for his leverage. It's like maybe try to go quick, shoot between his legs. Yep.
Try to get underneath something. Now you're getting in the safety.
Because I like the over the top with Frank Louvu, but at the same time, if it's not timed up perfectly, you're stuck. Yeah.
I just would hate to be at the bottom of that pile. That's a nasty pile to be at the bottom of, man. It's a lot of weight. A
lot of weight, bro.
It's about that pile. You got to be in perfect angles. Like nothing can. I just hate to be at the bottom of that
you better know how to lay your legs down too, bro.
That's a nasty pile. That's a lot. That's not getting up for a minute.
No, a lot of weight.
You know. That's a nasty pile.
Not built for us. All right, keep us up out of the parts.
That's not my
pile. That's a Cam. What a Cam Hayward's, the YA Blacks.
That's why you get the YA.
That's what they're for. Yeah. I do not want to be at the bottom of that pile. Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. Be like, we're most of the rest of the game. Yeah, he was at the bottom of the tush push. He knew it today. He gonna sit the rest of this out.
I hate to be at the bottom of that pile. Yeah.
No, without a doubt, man. But like I said, man, we will see. Another thing that we did get to just put a bow on the NFL's rules and certain things that were being voted upon. We also had the Lions retract their proposal, which would have been for playoff seeding, right? To no longer have division champs be guaranteed a home playoff game. They decided to rescind that. Yeah, they decided to take that proposal off the table. So everything will stay as put. But they want to get your thoughts on that as well, man.
I like to see. I think NFL do it right. You know, one, you get the home game, you get the bye. Everybody else is figure it out. Let's get to it. Lowest goes to the highest, so it's not just we in a good spot. It's you still got to go through Pittsburgh, or you still got to go through Philly, or everything goes. I remember the quote was everything comes through Pittsburgh. It don't matter how you sort out. Everything comes through.
Everything comes through Pittsburgh, man.
I think it's still that aspect still there, where it's like you win, you bring it home, and that's cool. That's what it should be. I think college football needs to change it. Yeah, they need to do that.
They keep changing it. They finally have found something that works. And we like, it works, but it can still be better though. It can still be better.
They need 1 through 12.
But this is the best version that we've had in a while though, bro.
They need a 1 through 12.
Wow, this is the best version we've had in so long, bro.
O State might not win that natty. Like, and they had the toughest route.
They still had to go through a gauntlet.
But you had like O State got Oregon. To play Boise. They not supposed to play Oregon. Oregon wasn't supposed to have to play at O State.
Man, I don't care about any of that, man. We can make the case for Oregon. O State got it out the mud. O State went over there and went 3 for 3 on them folk, bro.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Same page. See me, but Arizona State's
it's the Boise's of the world to me that I'm like, 1 through 12 helps y'all out. 1 through 12 helps Indiana out. 1 through 12 helps the Penn States of the world. Yeah, that Ohio State, bro. You look, they had one of the roughest roads. Yeah.
Just saying, man. 1 through 12,
wild,
thing,
bro.
Man.
Yeah.
Or I'm just saying that because I say they get a different Oregon at a different time.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
You might get Oregon Penn State. You might get Oregon Boise. Oregon Boise might be different.
Now they warmed up different to come see you that day.
because I'd already had me one up on him about. Absolutely, it's different. Yeah, 1,000%, man. 1,000%. I like it. Well, shoot, man. The final one that we got to talk about too, though, man. Since you did, tap into some of that college part, man. I was thinking about my man Ashton Jeanty. He was killing it everybody at Boise State, Michael Myers style, standing straight up with the stance. But since joining the Vegas Raiders, new offensive coordinator Chip Kelly approached him day one.
For sure.
Basically, told me you need to switch that. Yeah, bend your knees up, bro.
Yeah, don't do that.
How would you guard me in basketball? Oh, all right, bet. You bend your knees. This is what you need to do in football then.
He get him some Pro Bowls. He can stand back up. Right now, he got bend his knees. And you know how to go, man. You knew you were a rookie. They guarantee it.
If you get these Pro Bowls with bending your knees, you really think you can switch back?
If you want to.
Or is it you got to play not your hottest with the bent knee and then you go straight?
But if he wants to, he got to touch paint a couple times, man, and slowly stand up.
Touch paint with the stand up, you all right?
They used to mess with Le'Veon too, man. They used to tell him, man, you got to run, you got to hit the hole faster.
Yeah, why you pity pat back there, bro?
Why you pity pat? They used to call it tiptoe.
Why you tiptoe?
I remember they was like, he's tiptoeing.
He tiptoe, hit it, bro.
They kept seeing him tiptoe and and they slowly called it art. They like, oh, that's nice, man. Why? Let him create.
Patience.
Yeah, he's patient.
His patience. You see how the wordplay? Yeah. So it was tippy toe.
Let him hit it a couple times.
That's patience. Yeah.
He run hard the right way. It won't matter. They'll start to be like, I see why he
was walking back there. And be like, hey, bro, hold on, bro. Hold on. What is this?
Patience.
And then he...
Patience. Patient. He's patient.
But I did want to ask, though, man, like I said, man, because obviously you've done both elements in terms of playing, but now tapping into the coaching side of it.
For sure.
How much of that do you feel is, a good decision to make by the coach in terms of seeing a player that has already had proven production with this particular style, but because as the coach, you see it a certain way, now you want to kind of alter that. What's your thoughts on that, though?
Because I think you still got to bring him into the league. It's still a rookie. So it's like, we got to do things away.
It's a rookie stuff.
It's a rookie stuff. You're a rookie, man. You got to embrace being a rookie. You got to do things how they were saying. Even though you're a first rounder, we're going to.
And he's a top 10, top 15 first rounder,
Do it this way till we get going. Then we'll figure it out. Score some touchdowns. You can stand up. I'm guarantee you they told him. Score some touchdowns. Do what you want. But these first preseason one, we're going to bend our knees. We're going to get ready to go.
You think it's that big of a difference?
Yeah. He said he did it so he didn't false step. And if he could justify it to where...
That's what I'm saying,
If he could justify it, all the kids started doing it. It was cool. They made it a style.
But then they started false step. They ain't as nice as that. They don't think of the little details. But I always think of the comparison as pass rushers. Baltimore, Terrell Suggs having his outside foot up versus Pittsburgh, Debo, we have an inside foot up. And everybody has their reasoning behind why we do what we do. Here in Pittsburgh, we're saying, man, I'm still in this step. I'm already here. Why wait? For Baltimore, they're like, man, I'm not false stepping like this, and I'm already going to be ready to open up when it's time for pass rush. And it's like, so you can hear the difference of philosophies behind it. But with this one, I'm like, most everybody does the bend the knee part, but you still see, because even I think of Chris Johnson, CJ2K, he wasn't heavily knee bent. He was more upright as well. And we know, but run. He's got to run.
Even with that, it's like outside to the inside up. Even it's like, all right, but you might have been in Baltimore with your outside foot up. You might have been doing that, but you come here, it's like you have to put that inside foot up.
Yeah,
lay you out. They're gonna be, oh, you're trying to do it your way. It's like
do it your way. You know it. Yeah, you know it.
It's like you just gotta buy into this is the way till you go get some sacks and you like, coach. Like if TJ wants to put his outside foot up right now, he can put his outside foot up and he can ride. You don't care what you do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We don't care what you do. So it's like you just gotta make some plays and we'll get to it. But if he go in there, like he go in there, he fumble or something. Like, man, bend your knees, man, get ready to go.
Yeah, because you look casual. This ain't that.
It's too comfortable.
You know they're gonna do it. This ain't Boise, bro. You better have urgency at this level, man. Boise, urgency every single day, every rep.
So you bend your knees, Pete Carroll let him slowly get to that. That's the Pete.
Okay.
You know,
Pete, I feel like Pete way more chill. You play for
not.
Pete. You play for Pete.
For sure.
Chip seemed like Chip is. Remember, Chip had the boys on the, hey, yo, let me do your hydration test coming into the office in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
All right, you ain't hydrated enough, go home. Like, bro, you ain't present today. What? Hold on,
all
man.
the vets fell out with Chip, though. You always see vets talk bad about Chip because it's like it's a college system in the sense of college.
Super collegey. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he want what he want, Billionaires.
Yeah.
I was just with the wide receiver, and I made him put his inside leg up. Like, I'm not about to, you know. So you know what I mean. You get it, like
the little things.
Yeah, little things matter. Yeah. Like it's just at Old State, Billionaires.
It worked there. You see one game. Hey, we would have beat y'all. You know we would have beat y'all, right? So you couldn't do it this way. Yeah. All right, I could dig it there, man. But yeah, that was the craziness though, man, going on out there. And I don't know if you saw the other little Ashton Jeanty story. You seen his number, right?
Yeah, he had to buy that number.
Said, man, got wild. 6 figures. So I said, oh Lord, oh.
Do what you gotta do.
What's your thoughts on it, man?
Do what you gotta do. I'd have sold it.
Would you have bought the number? Is the other question. I know. If I'm Daniel Carlson, I'm all for selling the number for 6 figures or higher. Sure. You can have this jersey. I ain't tripping on it.
Sure.
But on the other side, would you have been the one to actually pay for your number?
I'm like a Cam type, man. I'm like man, I'm gonna rock the one then.
Hey, look, I can't get this. I'll make this number high.
I'm gonna make this one jump.
Cam for certain switched out of that. So he said, "Yo, you want what?" I was wearing this thing. I ain't sure.
I'm wearing this 4.
Work. This work. Yeah.
4 look good.
This cool. You said 6? I put the 6 on, bro. I ain't shipping those 6. I rock that number there, man. Yeah.
Give me 6. 3 plus 3.
Shit.
We straight. 2 plus 4. Like I'm making it sound good.
Yeah. Something.
That's how many
you saw with Shador. Shador said, hey man, shoot. It's 21 backwards. All right, it's positive backwards. I'm going with 12 there. Yeah, you about to hit me over the head. Yeah.
I like Shador joking with Cam. Like, man, I'm already down, man. I can't give you a jersey.
I can't give you this. No, I gotta get that back. If you know, you know. Of
you
course
know, you know.
Of course you know.
No, I felt that.
TG, what happens you get that jersey away, man? You ain't supposed to get that jersey away, TG. Tell them folks, man. Tell them about the gun line, boss. Tell them about the gun line, boss.
Man. I got L4s, trade with L4s. What are we doing?
We do not make enough Terence Garvin jerseys for you to be Terence Garvin jerseys.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Oh, man. I'll never forget it. Shout out to Coach Tomlin. Yeah,
man,
bro. Don't be switching with L4 jerseys, bro. L4s, don't get to switch with L4s, man.
L4s,
if you're not a starter, you don't swap jerseys, bro. Yo, that was funny, man. Oh. Yeah. What a time, bro.
What a time.
What a time. We're going to be laughing about that thing when we be 80 years old over here. Like, bro, I don't remember much. But you remember you tried to get your jersey away, bro? Remember you get that jersey, bro?
Man, I was so mad.
My dog still saying that 2,500. And I got called out.
Got L4s or L4s.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, coach. That's how you feel.
Shout out to Coach T, man. Shout out to Coach T. But yeah, man. So with that being the case, man, let's get this thing up out of here, man. Anything on your end before we go though, bro?
Man. Nah, that's it with me, man. Let's keep it cooking, man. Keep tuning to the garage, man. It's cooking.
Hey,
here we go.
Garvin's Garage. He's out here with it, man. And don't forget, it's football camp season coming up soon, all right? If you haven't got registered, Steelers camps. I know Norfolk State got some camps going on, man. Everybody outside with it, man, all right? If y'all haven't got involved, get involved, all right? It's always fun. It's always ways to get better with your craft and, man, get a chance to get taught by some awesome dudes, man, at any of these spots we talking about, man. So shout out to everybody for that one, man. But my dog, man, always good to do this. You know, we're gonna spin the block, do it again with you. But appreciate you. And until next time, baby. Peace.